understand. Are you like a bot? Why do you show up to every single live stream? I'm concerned. Hold on. Filters. Edit filters. We're not doing that anymore. We're doing Apollo Justice. We're doing Apollo Justice. And I know you're not used to it, but that's what we're doing right now. There you go. Let's continue. Doom. Objection. Okay, so basically we just finished the thing. That was quite unexpected, Mr. Rock. Suddenly claimed that you're the person who see it like that. What's that? Well, now I think you know the answer to that. Oh, being mysterious, are we? Sadly, I've no time for mysteries. I only ask that you leave the defending to your defense in the future. Otherwise, you can't guarantee the outcome. I see you haven't mellowed out one bit, Christoph. Justice. Yes, sir! The judge has summoned me to his chambers to carry on without me. You did well, Apollo. Can I ask you something? Sure. That locket you wear, is that really yours? Ah, you're wondering about the victim's disappearing locket? Here, you can take a look at it. That's a picture of my daughter in there. It just popped out his head. I'm just surprised to hear you had a daughter. Most people are. Perhaps you'll meet her one of these days. One more question. The one who cheated that night, was it you? What do you think? Huh? You know what happened 7 years ago, what I did. It's not unreasonable for you to think I might cheat. I'm never honest, but it is odd that he managed to go undefeated for 7 whole years. Wanna know something? There's only one game where you can be dealt bad cards all night and still win. It's totally anal sex. It's totally anal sex. Also, I cropped this so poorly. There's only one game where you can be dealt bad cards all night and still win. Poker. You see, poker's all about reading your opponent. In that way, it's a lot like a court case. Poker, is it like trial law? Figure out what your opponent's thinking, and you win. Well, yeah, but that's harder than it sounds. I think not. Try as they might to conceal it, everyone reveals their true thoughts in the end. The body language can become a valuable source of information. You're kidding. That witness, for instance. She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice? No. Come on, who'd notice that? Words, habits, twitches, it's all information for the reading. That's a secret to winning, Apollo. Someone taught me, and now I passed the secret on to you. But I'm not worthy. I mean, there's no way I'll pick up on these signals. No, you can do it. Huh? You just don't know it yet. What's he talking about? But you will, soon. Almost forgot. One more thing about this case. You should know, I haven't told the truth to anyone yet. What? I knew it. I have my reasons, of course. All shall be revealed. And Apollo, I need you to be there, defending me. I need your power. My, power? I had no idea my court of steel were that special. It's time. The real trial begins now. Do your best. Is it really that important? I very highly doubt it. It's not, but I made you the best I got. Be for real. April 20th. No one fucking cares. Count! Count! They spelled it wrong. Well, I'm gonna have to pronounce it as they do. Count will now reconvene. As our witness, Miss Olga Orly recover? Yes, Your Honor. Well, she's regained consciousness. Perhaps we can hear her version of the offense again? That's the thing, you see, she's quite fatigued. You're looking a bit fatigued yourself, Mr. actually. Sadly, fatigue is insufficient grounds for a reason to testify or prosecute. The Prince would like to request that Miss Orly take the stand. Very well, the witness will take the stand. Perhaps you could repeat your name and profession? Perhaps you'd rather admit that you're a poor liar, a poor loser. Not. Oh. Name's Olga Orly. That's the truth from a pro dealer. People call me Olga Quickfingers Orly. Oh, really? Wanna know something else? I'm not really Russian. My last name sounds like oh really. There, that's the truth. I hope you're satisfied. Witness, you will tell the court what you were really up to that night. Fine, I'll talk. We had a plan, see? Let me remind you that you're currently under oath. Any further fabrications will have serious consequences. Fine. Like I said, I'm a pro. That guy hired me to do what I do best. I was planted at the Borscht Bowl Club several days prior as a waitress. So you were in cahoots with the victim. Not that he needed my help. Missed a well-known poker player in some circles. The winner wasn't the main purpose. It was about destroying a legend. The unbeatable Phoenix Wright. The plan was simple. Delicate, really. You see, we set up a trap store. I was to plant a card in the right pocket beforehand, then deal 5 aces during one of the games. When the hands were revealed, Smith would call him out to search Wright. He would then pull out the planted card and the trap would snap shut. He swapped the cards! So did a cheat and losing on top of it. Would have made a great double play. Just like that, the legend would be dashed to pieces. Indeed. The being caught red-handed that cheating would cast out on all his prior wins. 7-year legend destroyed by one little card. That was the plan. Niet. Oh, really? Oh, Orly. How droll. But it appears you made quite the mistake. A mistake? I agree, the trap was elegant. Yet, what happened to that planted card? Hey, that's right! He's lucky I'll get that. You have to be able to slip free from a trap laid by Olga. Oh, really? The witness would be much cuter if she dispensed with evil mastermind shit. Cute? Who wants to be cute? Cute? I'm bad, you hear me? Bad. When you're through being bad, perhaps you could testify? Tell us about this trap and how it was sprung. Alright, fine, bitches. This is the best laid traps. That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to. And Wright lost the last hand just like he was supposed to. Then Smith started them. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed. The next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith. It was that no good cheating offended. Holy shit, congestion. Jesus Christ. A surprisingly frank testimony that still leaves us mostly in the dark. The trap was perfect, I tell you, perfect. If that rotten cheater hadn't messed it up. Look who's talking, bitch. Well, the testimony, for what it's worth, is all yours, Justice. Witness like her, who needs criminals? Or defendants like Mr. Wright, who needs prosecutors? Eat my ass. So everything went according to plan. Exactly. The face came up, so it's obvious the switch went off about a hit. Once the extra card was found in his pocket, Wright would be forever known as a cheat and a fraud. The two worst things to be known as, I suppose. Tell us what happened with the search. Bitch. What is this goofy music? I freaking hate it. Can we change, please? I hate this shitty soundtrack. What's the press button again?
Hold it!
This hold it is like really weird. Wait, isn't that a little odd? What's odd? Searched Mr. Wright, thoroughly. Found nothing. Which means he didn't cheat, which means he had no reason to strike. Well... What the fuck? What was that just now? What was that just now? I sensed something. Something wrong, Mr. Justice? No, nothing, Your Honor. What to do? Should I press it a little harder? That's fucking moving. Miss Orley, you're hiding something. I know it. What are you talking about? You? Me? Quick Fingers Orley had some. And the defense will refrain from baseless accusations. I have one question for the witness then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim? Is this true? Of course it's true. I did see it, honest. I saw it when Wright hit him. With my own eyes, I saw it. What's this weird vibe I'm getting? That witness, for instance, Miss Orley. She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice? Touching her neck, was it? What the fuck is this? What the hell? Whoa, what's going on? What the fuck? The sensation is coming into focus. This is what you see on the other screen, by the way. That switch is so clear. It's like I could perceive her habit like I couldn't before.
Gotcha!
Gotcha, bitch. Miss Orley, perhaps you're unaware of this yourself. Unaware of what? Whenever you get to a certain part of your testimony, you touch the back of your neck with your left hand. My neck? So what? One day, Justice. I hadn't noticed anything of the sort. Just says that part of the testimony. Subconsciously recalling something. Daughter reacts to the memory and she touches her neck. I'm sure of it. A memory? Someone could explain what the fuck he's blabbing about. This is highly unusual, but let's ask the defense. You claim the witness is remembering something. Maybe you have evidence of this memory? I have been scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. So what would remind her most of it? Solely, whenever you recall the crime that night you scratch your neck. Notice it happens when you think about the moment of the crime. Must be some reason behind this habit of yours. Leave the weapon that left an irreversible impression on your neck is this. Wait. Which one was the... Okay, this was the D-pad. Gotcha! Yeah. The weapon! Why did he have to do that? You know what? Save state. Gotcha! Why is there a check option? Yeah, it's just a bottle of wine, you dipshit. What? What do you want? Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Wait, nope, I didn't mean to, I mean, there's no other weapon. There has to be this. Whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, she touches her neck. It reminds us more of that moment than this bottle. Murder weapon. But something doesn't fit. If you were only the witness to the crime, what would that make you touch your neck like you're in pain? Oh, what's he talking about now? It was Mrs. Smith, the victim, who was hit. Not you. This is a cross-examination, not a cross-wild conjecture. The witnesses' habits, they're completely irrelevant. Justice, admit I'm a bit confused myself. This is certainly a unique cross-examination. I'll explain later. Just trust me, that's our only chance to break her. Miss Orley, let's testify in detail about the moment of the crime. The very moment. Niet, I'm knowing nothing. We know you're not Russian. The witness will testify, please, now. Fine. You seem uneasy. Try sitting up here. Eyes are darting all over the place. Must be getting warm. Tell me, after the crime, what was the defendant like? Tell me, after the crime, what was the defendant like? Well, must have been stunned by the weight of his crime. He sat in a daze at that table until the cop came. Intriguing. Believe you've gotten all the testimony you're gonna get out of this witness. So, what do you think about her testimony? I'll tell you what I think. Her testimony is fucking bullshit. Is basically bogus. Contradicts the evidence. What's that? Well, show us this evidence. The evidence that you claim contradicts the testimony. She didn't let him out of her sight until the cops got there. I know there's some evidence that contradicts that. I'm scared he safe stating.
Take that!
Miss Orley, we have a record here that clearly contradicts what you've said. It states that the police were alerted by a report from the defendant. We know the defendant left the room, climbed the stairs, and made that phone call from the first floor. So explain how you kept your eyes on Autumn when he left the room. Fat fuck. Man who picked up a bottle and swung it that night wasn't the defendant. I don't think... Phoenix Roy. Phoenix Roy! Showdown time. You dirty thief. Check his pockets now! He's gone, the card's gone. You lose. Oh. Just then, Smith grabbed the bottle, and then he hit me. You, the master cheat you turned out to be. When I came to, the victim was already dead, is that it? That's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If it came out that I was in league with Smith, I'd be a suspect for sure. Wow, where does this leave us? Madness, this is madness, I'm dreaming. It must have been me who was hit with a bottle, and I'm imagining all of this. It appears our prosecution is at his wit's end, and frankly, I can't fucking blame him. Mr. Gavin, what do you think? Mr. Gavin, sir? I believe that, as the defense in this case, we're compelled to call Miss Orley a big fat liar. What? They were in that room the night of the murder. Did you hear the motive? A motive? Plot foiled. Witness got into an argument with her client. And the denouement with that argument was murder. What? I'm no killer. It's a trap. Someone's trying to frame me. What tangled webs we weave when we practice to deceive. So tangled we catch ourselves in the process. Mr. Ryan, get the fuck back in your seat. Such a hasty conclusion. Not like you, Christopher Gavin. What are you saying? Why not consider the other possibility? There was another person. Right. Mr. Wright was staying before recess. A single card was swapped into the victim's hand. The one who swapped the card didn't know two colors of cards were being used. A fourth person. This theory again, your fourth person doesn't exist. Indeed. That's why I decided to bring this case to court. Here, where there's no escape and no chance for deception. Perfect place to catch the real criminal. The real criminal? And we're in luck. Included the real criminal's identity was cunningly provided for us. And right at the beginning of the trial, no less. What? Apollo, perhaps you know what I'm talking about? Sorry. Remember what I said? The fourth person who swapped the cards made one critical error. He or she wasn't considering the color on the back of the card. Right, but how could such an obvious mistake occur? The cards used for the last game were red. Yet, there's one person here in our court who thought those cards were blue. Yeah, I had that impression too, but why? Well, Apollo, think you can figure out who it was? It's not me, I swear. I didn't think it was. Who is this one person? The judge! Why do I always get put on the spot like this? Let's hear what the defense has to say. Who was it? Who thought the cards used in the final game were blue? You! I'm kidding. The judge! It was the judge! 'Twas the judge. I do not understand where this MF is coming from. It was not me, I swear. Shut up. Well, why does he look like a dog in this picture? Man, put your dog, get your dog away. Put your dog away. Put your dog away. Well, it can't be either of y'all. It can't be any of y'all. Y'all knew. Payne's swearing he didn't do it. I mean, I don't think he would lie. He has the least confidence ever possible. That leaves Christian.
Take that!
As I expected. Your eyes and ears are as sharp as your hair. I was right? Mr. Gavin, you were the fourth person that night. But of course Mr. Gavin knows the color of the cards. How would he? As you can see, the photo of the crime scene is black and white. You can't tell which of the cards are blue. The ones on the floor or the table. But look! See the colors in this photo. Yes, but when he said the cards were blue, it was all before this evidence came to light. Which proves the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim. It was only that, a game. Well, Krishna? Mr. Gavin? Mr. Gavin, is something the matter? No, Your Honor. Excuse me, it was just so sudden. Right? You aren't seriously accusing me, are you? Oh, Krishna? You know, even I'd never take a joke this far. Is this gone beyond ridiculous, beyond dumb? This is insanity! The defendant accusing his own defense attorney of murder? I assure you, I'm quite sane. What possible connection could Mr. Gavin have? I wasn't aware that I had a connection to Mr. Smith, either. Yes, but Mr. Gavin and the victim have never even met. Well, what if they have? Huh? There is a possibility, after all. They may have met that night before the game started. What are you suggesting? Is this the truth Mr. Wright was staying silent about? Well, only one thing to do. Mr. Wright, the defense would like to request... The defense would like to request no such thing. Mr. Gavin, testimonies must relate to the case. How could anything happening before that game of poker be related? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Gavin. As I explained before, the defense believes the Miss Orley. Am I to assume you speak for Mr. Justice in this? He is the defense, not you. Mr. Justice, the matter of Mr. Wright's testimony is up to you. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Does the court, in your opinion, need to hear his testimony? Select your answer. Yes. My name is Justice for a reason. This is a... Who is he even to me? My trusted mentor. I ain't known that bitch once in my life. I don't care. I don't care, big pencil. I don't care. I wanna hear this shit. This was Mr. Wright's strategy. He was planning it all along. I intend to see it through. The defense would like to. I guess he does testify. It too? Justice, you would betray me, your teacher? I'm sorry, Mr. Gavin. This isn't about royalty. I mean, fuck. Not royalty. Not royalty 3 music. This isn't about the loyalty. This is about the truth. Very well. Now I'm curious what UHS would say about this. That evening, Christoph and I had dinner. We sat at the table in this photograph. Shady Smith walked in 5 minutes after Christoph left. When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. The girl was knocked out cold and Smith was uncontrollable and left to call the police. When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. That's when I made another phone call to defense attorney Gavin. Mr. Gavin, you were at the scene the night of the murder? I dine with him rather frequently, and he talked to the defendant on the phone directly after the murder? Quite against my will, I had become involved in the murder. Thought I might be in need of a lawyer, so I called him. You'd planning this all along, weren't you, right? Just because you wanted to drag me into your little murder trial. The only thing I want is the truth, as I did back then, and now. Thought my office was doing you a favor when we took on your defense. It appears that I was wrong. Very well, this defense may cross-examine. Justice. Sir! He's lying and you're gonna expose him. Understood, sir. Mr. Gavin versus Mr. Wright. This can't end well. Why can't I have a normal trial? God damn. I wish I could be happy for once in a while.
Hold it!
5 minutes? So the two of them could have passed? That would have been a fateful encounter to be sure. Oh, Mr. Wright, what was it you said? So Gavin and Shady Smith may have met? What? What is it? Do you actually have a... You serious? That's a joke. I believe I did say that. Karen was all nervous about this meeting. Now we hear they just passed in the hall. That does seem a little weak. It would be if that was all that really happened. Come on, Mr. Wright. What are you hiding this time? Howdy! Oh no, baby!
Hold it!
Explain why you called him? I'd obviously gotten involved in a rather sticky affair. I figured Khrushchev's law offices would give me a friend rate for my defense fees. Ah, glad to hear you intend to pay. Oh, I'll pay in full, Khrushchev. It was I who got you involved after all. You may find the price of your defense quite high, my good friend. Quite high. Is this the truth that Mr. Wright was talking about? Justice, you know what you have to do. He's lying. Expose him now. Yes, sir. I have to think, what's Mr. Wright trying to tell me? Truth has to be in there somewhere. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, Kenny. Stop it.
Hold it!
You made the call to the police from the first floor of the restaurant, correct? Exactly. Cell phones don't get a signal down there. Is anyone else on the first floor? Not a soul. It was the middle of the night after all. So there, in the darkened restaurant, I called the cops. After making the call, I returned to the hideout. It seemed right to leave the injured waitress alone.
Hold it!
And when you returned, the victim was already dead, yes. I'll admit, I was a little startled when I walked in. Little? He was bleeding from his forehead, after all. Guess I'd be startled too if I walked in on a scene like that. Fuck up! Fuck up! He made another call at the bottom floor. That's not possible. Hold on.
Hold it!
That was a failed trap. It's the same trap that Miss Olga Oli mentioned. Yes, a harmless prank in essence. It was by a quirk of fate that it happened to discover it. A quirk? I happened to put my hand in my pocket and found a card. The card she planted! Yes, I snuck a peek at it and found it was the 5 of Hearts. I had a feeling something might happen, so I disposed of it before the game. Disposed? Where? There was an empty bottle of grape juice I'd been drinking right beside me. I threw the card inside there. An empty bottle? An empty bottle of grape juice? The murder weapon? The murder weapon, bitch. Yes, I rolled it up and shoved it in. The colored glass makes it hard to see. A battle of wits between the deceiver and the would-be deceived. That sounds like horrific drama. The card inside the murder weapon, that's strange. Did the police miss it? Maybe I'll take a look. Mr. Wright, the poker head of Courtroom No. 3 approves this battle of wit. You can't open it. You can open it. Yeah. Please provide your testimony. Why can't I open the bottle?
Hold it!
Why in the bottle? I perceived my opponent's intent immediately. Used to entrapment, you see. I knew it was coming. Oh, so you struck first. I like that. I know every trick in the book. They don't work. At least, when you get lucky and stick your hand in your pocket, they don't. I save scum, cause I don't fucking know what to do. Fuck. Juice. What was it been since I drank that? Champagne's Mr. Wright's favorite drink. But how well it goes before. It doesn't let me fucking examine. Let me open the goddamn bottle. What the hell? Yeah, shake it out, shake it. Actually has some semblance of 3D though. Let me open the goddamn bottle. Why can't I open it? I can't open it. Why can't I open it? Why is the bottom an examination? The bowl's completely empty. You're fucking bullshitting me.
Objection!
Eat my ass. Mr. Wright, if I may? Yes? Examine the bottle and I don't see any card in here. No? What, Mr. Wright? Surely, you should only have to say for yourself. Can't say that I know what happened to it. I did put it in that bottle, though. Huh? The 5th person came and took it? Oh, and the 6th person could help. Mr. Gavin, Mr. Wright's your goddamn client. My apologies, Your Honor. I won't have you disparaging our investigation either. Looked inside that bottle, and there was nothing. What's going on? What is Sun Poppy doing here? What the hell? Oh, Slash? Mr. Right hoodwinking us again? The cards disappear. Very highly doubted. My dick is tiny, so we'll never know. In any case, let's continue. I'm afraid decisive contradictions call for decisive evidence. Oh. Push him harder, Justice. Break his ass. He's already got a major cold after jumping off that goddamn bridge. Make it worse for him. Ha ha ha. Why do I get the feeling we're not on our client's side anymore, bitch? I have no idea what to do. Let me sit down in my picking chair and think. Stop it. Stop biting the goddamn. Stop biting the goddamn. Stop biting that, stupid cat. Well, you're adopted, Jesus Christ! Stop! Cat! Stop! But how do I... He couldn't have done that. I'm looking at shit right now. Trying to figure out what the... Nope, that's not what I wanted. Wanted to look at this photo. Wait a minute. Blood streaming from the cut on his forehead. How do you do that with a blunt object?
Objection!
Or not. Nope. Load. Save state 1. Was it perhaps Oh wait, he has a hat on! Stupid! What do I present for that? No, let me check photo. Profile! I wanna check the profile! Why do I not need the profile? You asshole! Asshole! Oh, it's this photo, isn't it?
Objection!
Yup, it is. Mr. Wright, if I may? Yes? Take a look at this photograph of the crime scene. See the victim here? He's wearing a goddamn hat. I wouldn't think you could see blood on his forehead. Good point. Justice! Next time you point out an inconsistency, put a little more oomph into it. Mr. Wright, can you explain this? Ah, I forgot to mention something. I was the one who put that hat on his head. Eh? You? You put the hat on the dead person? With their entire poker game. After calling the police when I returned to the scene, he was bald and tortured people who had hair. Shining gray, his bald head tortured people who had hair. And I picked his hat up off the floor and put it on his head because I didn't want to see that. Oh, why'd you do a thing like that? All I can say is, I'm sorry. That's the only thing I touched. So, Miss Orley didn't see it? It being the victim's, bald-ass head? I think not. She was out cold on the floor. She looked like she looked like the exhausted Sims in The Sims 4. When they get so tired, they just fall asleep. I believe I was the only one who witnessed the bald-ass head. Ah, here we go again. Mr. Gavin? Pardon. Seems that our client is determined to lie his way through this case. Hey, he's still our client, isn't he? In any case, please continue. I'm afraid decisive contradiction. Oh. Push him order, Justice, break him. Shame the witness. Before the kill. MF, I just... Oh, I know why! My save state was before I did the thing. Don't mind me, I'm just doing the checking thing again. I'm looking at the bottom.
Objection!
Objection! We already talked about this, so I'm just gonna skip it, and I don't care. I'll be British if I want. I can't believe Wright got, his badge taken away, though. I'm really mad at that. Come on, I worked 7 years! Also, what do they mean he hadn't won a case, he hadn't lost a case in 7 years? His whole career? Bro, he lost the killer delivered the bear case. Believe that's enough of that. Mr. Gavin? What's his testimony? It's more like a travesty. It's brutal lies. Beginning to see how you came to lose your attorney's badge 7 years ago. Well, you certainly have a unique way of treating your clients, Christoph. I never knew. It was you who threw the first stone. Mr. Wright, if you intend to ever tell the truth about this case, it's now or never. Don't be misled. I haven't told a single lie here. Eh? When I noticed the trap, I put the card in the bottle. And when I put the hat on the head, just say I had a reason. Reason? That reason is right here. Your cell phone. At night, recall I spoke with the defense attorney after calling the police. Just in case I recorded our conversation. What's this? What's this? Now that we're all here, see no reason why I should play back to the court. Christoph, I seem to be in a bit of trouble. What's this? Game not going well? Something like that. A gentleman who challenged you, he turned out to be good? Turned out to be dead. Someone hit him hard. You mean someone cracked that flawless bone china pate? It wasn't you, was it? Me? Please, the cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands, should it come to that. Bone china plate. Kind of porcelain, very smooth and shiny. And not plate, but pate. I believe it was referring to a gentleman's balding-ass forehead. The court appreciates the defendant's discretion in not indicating my forehead. Wait a second. Something's not right about that phone call. So, after Mr. Gavin ate dinner with you, he left? Most certainly. Then how did he know? Where did he see this bone china pate? Oh, that's right. Yes. That was when I began to see my good friend in a different light. Oh, well, that returned to the crime scene. When I started Mr. Smith again, I realized exactly what was wrong. Well, Mr. Gavin, the stage has been set. You would like to explain this to the court. Exactly how did you come by your privileged knowledge of the victim's head? So, this is your reason. The reason why you put the victim's hat back on. Your point, Mr. Gavin? Come down to this, has it, Phoenix Wright? Order, I will have order. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. I believe this court has been left with no other choice. Are you prepared to hear Defense Attorney Gavin's testimony? Well, as the prosecutor, Very well, we'll break for 10 minutes. After which Mr. Gavin will take the stand. Are we all clear on that? Crystal clear, Your Honor. Very well, this will be the final recess for the day. April 20th, 2:32. Mr. Gavin and Mr. Wright are both in the judge's chamber. Who'd have thought today would turn out like this? May I? Huh? What? Hello, sir. Please pick a card. What's this all about? Is this one okay? Excellent. I have a message for you. The last hand's about to be played. You'll need a trump card to make it. A trump card? The card you've chosen is magical. Use it wisely and the game's yours. That's all. An ace. Where do I remember that card from? The missing fifth ace. Wait, this blotch of red. Is this blood? You have your trump card. Now it's up to you to cut the deck and draw. Now it's up to you to cut the deck and draw the truth. My father's fate's in your hands. I know you can do it. Girl. This blood-stained card. It's my trump card for finding the truth. Whatever you fucking say. I fell deep in thought as my mind raced to understand what this all meant. That girl. I'd seen her recently, but where? That's when I made the connection. Bloody ace, I did the court record. April 20th, 2:45. It only took them 15 minutes? Wow. It's red. Single drop of blood, mate, marks the front of the card. That was very descriptive. Apollo, Jesus Christ. Court will now reconvene. What? Sorry, I forgot the habit. God damn. Defense Attorney Christopher Gavin, will you please take the stand? Now then, if you would, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. Well, the witness states his name and occupation. Is force necessary, Your Honor? Believe me, far stranger things have gone on in the courtroom. Fine, I'll play along. First, there's one thing we need to have made clear. How did you know about the secret beneath the victim's hat? By secret, because he means the fact that he was fucking balding, and he was torturing people who had hair. Feed my curiosity. Well, what is it about this fellow's head? Your Honor seems to have an inordinate interest in it. Phoenix, what the hell? What the fuck? I wouldn't call it inordinate, Mr. Gavin. Get out of my goddamn partner's chair! What the fuck? You're not allowed to sit there! Go back to your damn seat! Well, Mr. Wright! What do you think you're doing, right? Wow, things sure look different from the other side. You know what I mean, Apollo? Speaking of looking from the other side, let's consider something for a second. The victim wore that hat all night, never once taking it off except for that one time. That one time being the instant he was hit. Oh! When Mr. Wright returned from avoiding the crime, the hat was lying on the floor. Mr. Wright... Mr. Wright picked it up and placed it on the victim's head. In other words, who would have seen his bald head? He would have to have been at the scene at the time. In other words, you have to be the real killer, is what you're trying to say. Not bad, Apollo. Mr. Gavin? I'm afraid that I haven't been entirely honest with the court. What? Oh, I assure you, I had the noblest of intentions. I did it all to protect my client. Yet, I'm afraid in the current situation, that's little reason to hide anything. Very well, allow me to tell you the truth. Finally, you may begin your testimony. Tell us, how were you involved? Some sunny day, we'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, no, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. The rage I sensed in that man that night troubled me, so I returned to the club. Went down to the basement and peeked in through the little window. It must have been right after the murder took place. The patient was dead as he appears in the photo. A bald head, an unconscious Joe, right, holding a bottle in his hand. I sensed that was not the best place for me to be at the time, so I left. When the call came from Wright. So, you witnessed it? For better or for worse, I missed the actual moment of the deed. Mr. Gavin, may I remind you that you are on Mr. Wright's defense team? Your testimony is clearly disadvantageous to your client. What else could I say? Staying on the witness stand, after all. So you are, Mr. Gavin. And you had to testify, as you just did. You had to tell me you saw the scene through that little window. Mr. Wright? You had to say that, because that was the only probable window of opportunity. Right, Apollo? Oh. Mr. Wright, the defense should do the cross-examination, not the defendant. Mr. Justice, are you prepared? Yes, Your Honor. Can't believe I'm going up against Mr. Gavin. This trial's getting weirder and weirder. Yeah, go figure. What the fuck is wrong with this zestimony? This zestimony, as Von Karma would say. I guess I should press the most English. I guess I should press the most suspicious, and this is the okay. Was there only 3 at the scene of the crime? Yes, as far as I saw at least. And they're back where we started. The killer was the defendant. What else could it have been? But why didn't you talk? 2 reasons. First, I didn't actually witness the very moment. Second, my office was actually affected. And after seeing what I had seen, I couldn't abandon my friend.
Objection!
There must have been someone else there. But I saw no one, not a soul. But that goes against what Mr. Wright said. Ah yes, this mysterious 4th person. Who would conveniently be the real killer, I suppose. Glad to see we agree, Mr. Gavin. Let me pose a question then. Tell me, what possible reason did the real killer have? Especially to swap the cards. Perhaps you can show us? Can I show something I can't find myself? Remember, Apollo, the card that was swapped out was the 5th ace. The 5th ace, right. Oh, Mr. Justice? Well, Mr. Justice, question about the killer that swapped out a card has been raised. Can you quote her reason? I mean, it's red. It's now or never. The defense would like to present evidence and showing the reason why card was swapped. And go ahead, Mr. Justice. Why did the killer take the fifth ace?
Take that!
My reason is, this. Is that an ace? Why it's got blood on it, right next to the spade. What? This is insane. Why wasn't I told about this? Why? Could this be the missing fifth ace? Inconceivable. How could you? What are you doing with that card? Well, that's the thing. Why's Mr. Gavin so upset? It's just a fishy card from some fishy girl. Oh, that card? It's mine. That is, I picked it up at the bowl club that night after the murder. Gave it to my daughter. Cards were stock and trade after all. No, impossible. Unacceptable. Court can't accept this evidence. Fraud! A fraud? How can you be so sure? What? I would think the only person... God damn it! I would think the only person who could claim it was a fraud would be the one who took the real card. The real killer. Allow me to elaborate. What if this trace of blood was the reason? The reason for the killer to take it? Where are you going with this? Take another look at this photo and at the victim's head. The moment of the crime, his hat fell to the floor. The trickle of blood ran from his forehead down the back. Couldn't a drop of that blood have fallen on one of the cards? I suppose. The killer then took the card to hide the blood. Regardless, that evidence is non-permissible. Oh? Right, regardless of how you wasted the last 7 years, you used to be a lawyer. You know what a serious crime it is to conceal evidence. Oh, we can discuss the finer points of our legal system later. What's important now is that I've answered your question. What are you talking about? You wanted to know why the killer would have taken the card. And now I've told you. That one drop of blood would have been decisive evidence. This is baseless conjecture, baseless. Oh, I assure you it's quite based. That was terrible. Oh, I assure you it's quite based. What? It's amazing, really, how a single drop of blood on a single card can lead us to the truth. It's quite simple. Well, Apollo? Yes. Try picturing the scene of the crime. In your head. Oh, goddamn. What the fuck? What the fuck? The murder took place in the hideout. The body of the luckless victim was found at the poker table. And before the killer swapped the card out, there was a single card with a drop of blood on it in the victim's hand. Even this, there's one decisive problem with this. Well, what is it? Let's keep it simple, shall we? Given that there was a drop of blood on a card, whose position in this diagram doesn't fit? The victim, the killers, the witnesses, the second witnesses? Whose position doesn't fit with the bloody card? I don't fucking know! How you expect me to know? Well, let's think. The witness and the whatever the fuck this is. I don't know. I remember in an earlier statement, it was mentioned that the blood trickled down the back of his head, and since the card was on the table, it should be the witness, right? Well, isn't it the victim's position that's the problem? I don't follow your logic here. Well, Look, the victim was struck on the head, sending him back in his chair. Think any blood would fall behind the body, not onto the table. Ah! Take a look at the photo again. If you blend in this position, blood would fall on the floor, not on the cards. Why, that's right. So what does this mean? Incidentally, we were sitting in swivel chairs. The swivel chairs? Oh man. Although try turning the chair around. The chair was facing the other way? Would have to be. So we have to assume that at the time of the murder, the victim's chair was facing away from the table. When Mr. Ryan returned from informing the police, which room was the chair facing? When I came back to the room, the body was facing the scene in this photo. That would mean the killer turned the chair back around. Let's take the next step. The diagram once more. We now know the victim was facing away from the table, but this creates another significant contradiction. Again? Let's test your reasoning skills again, shall we? Apollo, whose location on this diagram contradicts our new understanding? The victims? The killers? The witnesses? The second witnesses? I don't know. I don't know. Well, no, fuck you. To strike the, this bitch right here. In the back. Technically, you'd have to be, to strike him on the front of the forehead, you'd have to be facing forward, so. What does that mean? I'm guessing. I'm guessing. God knows what the answer is. Victim was struck from the front, correct? Indeed. Well, wouldn't it be hard for the killer to hit him from the front? Seeing what his indicator currently is? I think it'd be quite hard, yes. Yes, but what you're saying makes no sense. Why would the victim suddenly turn to face the wall in the middle of the game? I believe a sufficient reason will soon come to light. What? What the fuck? There's something in this diagram that makes far less sense, actually. Look again. Real! Not the real! Where is the silent be standing? I'm marking it on the diagram. What? But I didn't see your last message! I didn't see it because I was too busy looking at Sen Poppy Yoppy, and now I don't know what it fucking said. We are so fucked. There's no room to put a mark where the killer should be. Don't worry. Let's think it through and see what we find. We know the victim was facing towards the wall at the time of the crime. It's the only thing we know for sure. Try to forget about everything else. Where would you have to be standing? On top of the table! What even is this right here? Gaming, D-pad gaming. You have to be right here. Right here. Trying to do it accurately. What the like right here. The killer had to be standing here. You get points for fun, but that's about all you get. I thought it was onto something there too. I hardly need to point out that standing there would be impossible. It was facing a solid cupboard. Are you claiming the killer climbed it and hit him from above? Huh. It's simple logic, really. this was the only place the killer could have been standing, and that means that at the very moment of the crime... Wait, I know! The moment of the crime, the cupboard wasn't there. What's this now? Why did I just hear holy music for a second? I thought I heard, the mouse ran down the grandfather clock, or something. I guess I'm tripping balls, sorry. I mean, that's the only explanation. That's what you heard. No, I'm kidding. No, what he said before was the only explanation, right, Mr. Gavin? Your Honor, I have a suggestion. You should arrange to examine the cupboard immediately. Bailiff, send a team, bitch! Move that damn cupboard right now! I say right now! Your Honor. What, bitch? There's one more thing you're meant to look for. Please give this to the bailiff. Yes. I see. Is that a blackmail letter? I mean, it's written in black. Ow. Well, it's the same thing. Blackmail is written in black. You do belong in the courtroom after all, Mr. Wright. I do my best. How did this lose? But let's forge ahead here while we wait. Look at the diagram once again. It's been changed. The killer was standing here. And this cupboard wasn't there. Which means Apollo tried moving the cupboard. So we have to recreate the crime scene. Get up. Way. Thank you, Daddy. Oh, thank you, Daddy, for moving that for me. As you can see, the cupboard was the problem. At the time of the murder, it has to have been as shown here. Now everything's in place to reconstruct the moment of the crime. Oh my! What's this? Well, what is it now? Look at the diagram of the crime scene. Because we found yet another contradiction. What I believe to be the final contradiction, in fact. Huh? Oh dang! Notice something, Apollo? The line of deduction is rapidly approaching its logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Justice, please point to the new contradicting indicator. Is the victim the killer? The witness? The bear? Which indicator in this diagram contradicts it? This. Right there. About this cupboard. We all okay with assuming it was moved? Sure, why not? Well, if it was, something really doesn't fit. The cupboard would completely cover up the window. Ah! That's right. Someone standing outside wouldn't be able to see in. Someone like Mr. Gavin. What did you say? Oh? Is the coolest defense in the West losing his cool? Don't expect me to play along with your little game, right? It's only a game until someone gets killed, Mr. Gavin. Someone was, while the window to that room was blocked by a cupboard. So, Mr. Gavin, perhaps you'd like to explain to the court? Exactly where did you witness this scene from? Excuse me, Your Honor. Order, this is a court of law and I don't have order, bitches. We just now received word from our investigative team. They've examined the cupboard, Your Honor. Oh, and what did they find? Well, Your Honor, it turns out there was a secret passage behind it. Slay. What? Yes, I believe I mentioned something of the sort before. This is one of the tricks to the room many of our regulars know about. I do remember him saying something about that now that he mentions it. Secret passage. A secret passage is a handy thing to have when you're engaged in illegal goings-on. Never know, you might need to duck away from the eyes of the law. The room has a secret passage. Where does it go? The other side connects to the restaurant above. The underworld bosses can get away from the cops. Enjoy a cold bowl of borscht, no doubt. Just like our killer. Dicked in your ass, ain't ya, Mr. Gavin? You see where our line of simple deductive reasoning has led us, Apollo? I see it, but I don't believe it. That girl wasn't kidding when she said I needed this trump card. the time of the murder, the window was blocked and the victim's hat was off his goddamn head for a few minutes. And Mr. Rice returned from calling the cops. In other words, the only place anyone could have seen his bald-ass head was from inside the hideout. Well, Mr. Gavin? Come on, say something. Dare I ask what really happened? Actually, I think we can probably figure it out ourselves at this point. At night, for whatever reason, my killer had a date with Mr. Smith. Date with destiny. There he crouched him in the secret passageway, holding his breath, waiting for just the right moment. Then the chance came, and he took it. What? Why did you do that? Wait here, I'll get help. Miss Olga Orley was out cold, struck by Mr. Smith. But as time was soon to come, Mr. Wright went upstairs and told the cops, leaving Mr. Shady Smith alone. The nocturnal stepped out from the secret passage and into the hideout. Victim must have heard the cupboard sliding aside. He wheeled his chair around to look, and after the deed was done, the criminal must have seen the blood on the card. He would have, of course, realized the need to destroy it. That single spot of blood had the whole story of the crime. Too bad for him he didn't linger any longer. If he had, he might have noticed the cards on the floor. And the fact that they were all red! Gavin, you're kidding me. Gavin, no! Well, it seems this trial is taking yet another goddamn turn. I'm truly, truly sorry I had to see this day come, Mr. Gavin. Mr. Gavin? Mr. Payne! Yeah? Yes, Your Honor? Prosecution will continue its investigation. As for Mr. Phoenix Wright, he is hereby cleared of all suspicion. Oh! Believe me when I say that I don't believe this is happening, Mr. Gavin, but I'm afraid circumstances call for me to issue a warrant for your arrest immediately.
Objection!
Apollo. Oh, no need to apologize. I've enjoyed myself. Well, every day you get to witness a legendary attorney's dirty tactics firsthand. Your point, Mr. Gavin? Frankly, Your Honor, I'm shocked. Persons of caliber would be taken in by such a low-grade parlor trick. Excuse me? The defendant is cleared of all suspicion. It's hardly the time for jokes, Your Honor. Mr. Wright doesn't prove anyone's guilt or innocent here. What he's done is use illegal evidence to put the blame on someone else. Not just anyone else, but me, his own defense attorney. Illegal? Let me ask you, Mr. Gavin. Is there still any reason at present to suspect me? Oh, this bottle. Oh, the grape juice Mr. Wright was drinking. I even didn't explain away the fingerprint. Not just any fingerprint. Am I right, Mr. Payne? Actually, yes, the fingerprints on the bottle were upside down. I seem to recall this being an issue earlier. The court, in this case, demand an explanation. I could think of only one reason. That's to hit someone. Well, Your Honor? Minecraft channel, hello. See how the caught fish squirms to the last. Well, Apollo? Yes. The boss seems awfully concerned about this bottle still. I'm sure you can come up with a suitable explanation, just like that. Yeah. Just like what? Why would anyone fucking grab a bottle upside down other than to... Don't let him trick you into thinking his explanation is the only legitimate one. I said hello, Minecraft channel. Has my mic been turned off the whole time? Oh, shit. Hold on, I will be right back. This is AFK. Alright, perfect. Perfect! Like, I don't understand this. I might not work. Is there really another? Take another look at the court record. Believe you'll find a simple answer there in plain sight. How about you just say the answer in plain words? It would be hasty to deliver a verdict with unanswered questions. Well, Mr. Justice, Sir Gavin said that the court in this case demanded an explanation. Don't worry, justice won't leave until justice is done. Perhaps the defense would care to enlighten. What evidence do you have to explain why the fingerprints on the bottle are upside down? Where's the part that they shoved up his... I know what the answer is, I just don't know how to... Have no idea my right mind. Where did it go? You know what? I'm just search up the answer because right now I have got to put the phone down. The computer down. Okay.
Take that!
It's actually easier to show you than explain, Your Honor. There's that bottle on the floor next to your chair. Excuse me, on the floor? Yes, now reach down and pick it up. Without getting out of your chair. Ah! See, you naturally go to pick up the bottle by its neck. With your fingers upside down. Look at this photograph. Yeah! Defendant Mr. Wright sat here playing piano. Balls of grapefruit on the floor to the side of his bench. He would have naturally picked them up upside down several times. Wow, I can't believe it was that simple. We had our dinner that evening, Christopher. I was drinking my usual juice then, too. Basically, you used the bottle on the table to do the deed. Then you must have remembered, so you went and picked up one of the bottles. And switched the bottle. Took one of Mr. Wright's bottles, then made it look like the murder weapon. Order, what do you have to say, Gavin? We'll figure out what he has to say next time. Besides the fact that he said fascinating, we'll learn about what else he has to say next time. Later. I forgot